Dear students, in this video we are talking about nucleic acids. This is one of the most important topic of genetics and molecular biology. Without having the clear concept of this topic, one cannot understand the Mendelian genetics, molecular biology, genetic engineering, and biotechnology. So, you are suggested to have this lecture with your full mental coherency. Now, coming on this topic, we must know the definition part of nucleic acids. What are nucleic acids? Nucleic acids are biopolymer of nucleotides. Means nucleic acids are polymer of nucleotides, and this polymer of nucleotides may also be defined as polynucleotides. A chain of nucleotides constitute polynucleotides. Nucleic acids are of two types, DNA and RNA. Just look at the figure of cell. A cell contains nucleus, and that nucleus contain chromosome, and chromosome is composed of nucleic acids plus proteins. Chromosome is a genetic vector which is responsible to carry genetic material from one generation to another generation. If you look into, if you think about the chromosome of a prokaryotic cell, you find chromosome in a prokaryotic cell without nuclear membrane, meaning thereby a prokaryotic cell do not contain a well developed nuclear membrane. I have discussed this part of cell biology, the difference between prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. I have already discussed in a separate video. You can get the clear concept from that video. So you are suggested to visit my channel, subscribe my channel, so that you can receive each and every video You can receive the notification for each and every video. Anyway, a cell contains chromosome. Chromosome is composed of nucleic acids plus proteins. New proteins are of histone type or non-histone types. In this discussion, I concentrate our discussion only on nucleic acids, not on histone protein or non-histone protein, but it is necessary, it is mandatory to know about chromosome, which is composed of the biochemical composition of chromosome is nucleic acids, that is DNA plus RNA plus protein. Protein may be histone protein or non-histone proteins. Anyway, come on the topic, that is the nucleic acid. As we have defined that nucleic acids are polymer of nucleotides or polynucleotides. It means the monomeric unit of a nucleic acid is nucleotides. So, what is nucleotides? You can see in this you can see in this slide nucleic acids composed of nucleotides, and a nucleotide itself is composed of sugar plus base plus phosphate. Once again, nucleotide is the monomeric unit of nucleic acids, and this nucleotide contains three components. One is sugar, second one is base, and third one is phosphate. Sugar is ribose sugar. Base is of three types, that adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine, and uracil. Uracil is present only in RNA molecule at the place of thymine, which is found in DNA but not in RNA. So, base is of altogether five types: adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine, and uracil. And the third component is phosphate or phosphoric acid. Now, come on the first component of nucleotide, that is the ribose sugar. Ribose sugar is of two types. One is beta D ribose and the second one is beta D2 deoxyribose. Ribose sugar is one of the example of monosaccharide having 5 carbon, meaning thereby 5 carbon containing monosaccharide is known as ribose, and because of the presence of 5 carbon, this ribose is also known as pentose sugar. In the part of biochemistry, we will discuss more detail about carbohydrate. But here you must know pentose or ribose is one of the example of monosaccharide. What is pentose or ribose? Ribose is a carbohydrate which is made up of which contain 5 carbon, or the monosaccharides containing 5 carbon is known as ribose sugar. So ribose contain at one oxygen one oxygen with each and every carbon, ribose. But in deoxyribose, at the position of carbon number 2, there is one oxygen deficient, meaning thereby deoxyribose do not have one oxygen or oxygen at the position carbon number 2. That's why the name deoxyribose. Now, this is clear up to here. Come on the next slide. Now the second component. What is second component? Second component of nucleotide is nitrogenous base. Nitrogenous bases are of two types, purine and pyrimidine. Purine is of two types, adenine and guanine. Pyrimidine is of three types, cytosine, thymine and uracil. Thymine is present in DNA, but at the place of thymine, uracil is present in RNA. Now this is clear up to here. Come on the purine ring. Purine and pyrimidine ring. Pyrimidine ring, you can see here that pyrimidine is a single ringed compound, whereas purine has two ringed compound, and this ring is heterocyclic. Heterocyclic means there are more than one atom in its cycle. That's why the name heterocyclic. So purine is formed by the fusion of pyrimidine ring plus one other ring that is called imidazole ring. There is an imidazole ring which get fused together with pyrimidine ring to produce purine ring. So purine ring is double ringed structure. Purine has two rings, whereas pyrimidine has only one ring. And there is 4 nitrogen atom in the ring structure of purine and only 2 nitrogen atom in the ring structure of pyrimidine. This may be asked in various competitive examination. That's why I am clearing these things. Now come on this chemical structure of purine, that is nitrogenous bases. This is the chemical structure of purine, which is of two types, adenine, guanine. You can see in the structure of adenine there is amino group, and at this place, and there is uh, the different position of amino group or oxygen group or hydrogen in these adenine and guanine. Anyway, this is the two types of purine. One is adenine and one second in guanine, and these are the structural, that is the chemical structure of cytosine, thymine, uracil. These are pyrimidine, and this pyrimidine is also known as metadazine. So, this is all about the chemical structure of purine and pyrimidine. You can see here purine is a double ringed heterocyclic and water soluble compound, whereas pyrimidine is a single ringed and it is also heterocyclic compound. In RNA, thymine is not found, whereas uh, in DNA it is found, but at the place of thymine, uracil is found in RNA. Now, come on the third component of nucleotide. As we are discussing the monomeric unit, that is the structural unit or a structural component of all types of nucleic acid, that is nucleotide. First component was ribose sugar. In ribose is in RNA and deoxyribose in DNA. Second components were nitrogenous bases, that was of five types: adenine, cytosine, guanine, thymine, and uracil. Now this is phosphate, and it is the third component of nucleotide. Phosphate ion is uh, phosphate ion is derived from phosphoric acid, and at the position of 5 carbon in sugar residue of the nucleotides. This phosphate get attached here on 5 carbon atom of ribose sugar to produce nucleotides. So one nucleotide is equal to nucleoside plus phosphate. What is nucleotides? Nucleotides are nucleoside plus phosphate. A nucleotide is composed of three components. One is pentose sugar, second is nitrogenous base, and third one is phosphate. And a negative charge on DNA is due to the presence of phosphate of DNA. So, nucleotides are organic compounds carrying genetic information from one generation to another generation through the process of reproduction. These nucleotides, these nucleosides are arranged in a sequential manner by linking with phosphodiester bond to create a long chain of nucleotides, and these nucleotides contain genetic information in the form of genetic code, and because this is the part of DNA or RNA, and DNA and RNA is known as nucleic acids, and these nucleic acids act as genetic material. Genetic materials are found each and every individual or each and every organisms of living kingdom, and DNA act as genetic material in most of the living organisms. However, RNA also act as genetic material in several types of viruses, as for example HIV virus, hepatitis virus, and a new virus, that is the COVID-19 coronavirus, HIV virus, and and uh, COVID-19, HIV virus and hepatitis virus, these are the RNA virus, and RNA viruses are those type of viruses which contain RNA as genetic material. Here I want to clear that RNA may be genetic material and DNA is genetic material found in most of or almost all living organism except some viruses, and the genetic material is in the uh, form of polynucleotides, and that polynucleotides contain nucleotides arranged in a very sequential manner which contain genetic information, and genetic information is transfer from one generation to another generation by the sexual or asexual reproduction to continue life on this planet. So this is the most important biomolecular polymer, biopolymer, which is found in each and every living organisms on this planet. Now, come on this slide. Deoxyribonucleotides. There are four types of deoxyribonucleotides: adenine, cytosine, thymine, guanine. These are found in DNA, and this is a structure of deoxyribonucleotides. You can see in the left side of this slide, and at the right side of this slide contain dinucleotides, and these two dinucleotides linked together by phosphodiester bond. Phosphodiester bond provide the backbone of DNA or RNA, the backbone of nucleic acid, because phosphodiester linkage keep each and every monomeric unit, that is the nucleotide, together. So phosphodiester bond is one of the most important linkage, and this linkage or this bond are asked in various type of competitive examination. That's why this must be memorized by you. And this phosphodiester bond is formed between 5 carbon of pentose sugar of one nucleotide and the 3 carbon of the second uh, 3 carbon of the pentose sugar, that is the deoxyribose of the second nucleotides. That's why the synthesis or the production of nucleotides or polymerization reaction occur from 5 to 3 direction, which will be discussed in more detail in the topic of DNA replication, that is the replication process, DNA synthetic process, PCR, that is the polymerase chain reaction, and in transcription. Because there is the polymerization reaction occur in the process of replication or DNA synthesis or RNA synthesis in vivo and in vitro. In vitro means in test tube, which is being performed by using thermocycler, that is the PCR, polymerase chain reaction. Now come on the next slide. This slide shows the 4 deoxyribonucleotides. AMP means adenosine monophosphate, DAMP, deoxyadenosine 5 monophosphate. This is also called deoxyadenylic acid or deoxyadenylate. DGMP or G 2-deoxyguanosine 5 monophosphate. It is also known as deoxyguanilic acid or deoxyguanilate. Now, third one is DCMP 2-deoxycytosine monophosphate, and in this way you can remember these all 4-deoxyribonucleotides so that you can memorize. You must write on your notebook and you must practice to remember these all 4 types of deoxyribonucleotides and 5 different types of nucleosides. There is certain differences between nucleotides and nucleosides. Nucleotides contain 3 components. One is sugar, second is nitrogenous base, and third one is phosphate. But if you remove phosphate from nucleotides, you can get nucleosides, meaning thereby nucleoside do not contain phosphate. It means nucleoside contain only adenine plus ribose, meaning thereby nucleoside is equal to pentose sugar plus nitrogenous base. What is nucleoside? Nucleoside is composed of sugar plus base, nothing else, nothing more than these 2 components. What is nucleosides? Nucleosides are composed of sugar, that is the pentose sugar, that is the ribose sugar plus nitrogenous base. Nitrogenous base may be adenine, guanine, cytosine, uh, cytosine, thymine, or uracil. So these are all about the chemical structure of deoxyribonucleotides and nucleosides. So now uh, one more thing we are we may discuss here is that cell, any cell, either prokaryotic cell, eukaryotic cell, or cells of any tissue, organ, or any organism have a regulatory control mechanism for the synthesis of nucleotides, and these nucleotides are synthesized by using phosphate pentose phosphate pathway. Pentose phosphate pathway is one of the most important pathway in biological system to synthesize nucleotides. And nucleotides are one of the most important compound of biology or life sciences, uh, which produce or which synthesize or uh, produce the genetic material, and this genetic material is mandatory and essential for each and every type aspects of life processes. In evolution, this this sequence of nucleotides that are the nucleic acids or genetic material is responsible to produce new species. That's why this is the one of the most important biopolymer on this planet, that is the earth. Now, at last, you must know about the bonding between two nucleotides. As we know, the DNA is double helical structure. DNA contains two long string of polynucleotides. These two strand or string of polynucleotides held together by hydrogen bond, and hydrogen bond form between two nitrogenous bases. Adenine remains with adenine form. Adenine get attached with thymine with two hydrogen bond. There is a friendship between adenine and thymine, meaning thereby adenine always remain with thymine by forming two hydrogen bond. Adenine bonded with thymine and cytosine with guanine. There is three hydrogen bond formed between guanine and cytosine. There is only two hydrogen bond formed between adenine and thymine. So this is all about the bond between two nitrogenous bases. Now, come on the central dogma of molecular biology. DNA is the genetic material. DNA is the reservoir of genetic information. Genetic information or genetic instruction is transmitted. Genetic information get flown from DNA to RNA and from RNA to protein. So there is a flow of genetic information from DNA to RNA and from RNA to protein. And this flow of information from DNA to a functional biomolecules inside a biological system, that is in a cell, is known as the central dogma of molecular biology. About this topic, I have uploaded a separate video. Get you can clear your concept about the central dogma of molecular biology by seeing that video. So this is all about the central dogma of molecular biology and the nucleic acid. As nucleic acids are the most important biopolymers which is found in each and every living organisms on this planet. Without the presence of nucleic acid, there will be no existence of life because the nucleic acids contain each and every type of genetic information for the synthesis and production of biomolecules required for the metabolic and physiological process of a cell or an organism. That's why these nucleic acids are vital for any types of cells or organisms. So this was all about nucleic acids, and I suggest you to subscribe my channel, like this video, share and click on the bell icon so that all new notification you can get for new video uploaded. Thank you so much for watching this video.